Come and knock on our door. 2 Asians and a dude. Na 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 na. Duck Duck Gray Duke. You see, because it's Three's Company.
Yeah.
Is the song.
Oh, that's funny.
And that's why.
How long did it take you to think of that? Were you
Like,
thinking about it
not
all?
long. Well, I did say that I already knew I was going to do the Three's Company thing. But I hadn't figured out the lyrics until today. Hi, Kim Duke.
Hey, Chris Duke.
How are you?
Fine.
Fantastic. Where were you?
At your parents' house.
Oh, thank you.
I was hunting.
Hunting? What were you hunting
Yeah.
for?
Nothing.
Was
we were
it
playing
another
a lot
husband?
Of games. Yeah.
How was Twister?
Amazing.
Twister is my folks'
outside cat.
outside
He's
cat.
the best. I hate cats, and he's the
Huge,
bomb.
huge testicles.
Huge.
Two
He's
massive
impregnating
balls.
the whole town of South Haven.
He got a couple of raccoons pregnant, like not even trying. That guy is just busting nuts,
Yeah.
providing for the forest.
What did we do yesterday, though? I know that. Or
What?
Friday.
What did we do Friday?
We went and saw the new Frozen.
No. What?
And that's all we've been listening to.
There's a
is the
second
soundtrack.
one?
Yeah. We know all the songs now by heart.
Their parents are dead.
You can't give spoilers.
Yeah,
away.
but that's not really if you just say that.
Their parents died. That's how
Yeah,
they
because
said
they die in the first one, so you already
Yeah.
know that going in. Oh, and then we had Ryan and April over.
it. Yeah.
That's
And
what
I
it was.
drank
was
way
trying
too
to-
much.
Yeah.
We got a mini breathalyzer, and I was trying to get to myself to a 0.2. I didn't get there. I kept going higher. I'm like, I think I can get to a 0.2. And then I kept drinking, and it got lower, and I'm like, I got to go to bed. Because I work with patients in the ER that come in, and they can be 0.3s, 0.4s. I've seen someone at a 0.48 walking fine. I'm like, damn. Well, that guy's a pro for sure. And I'm like, I wonder if I can get to a 0.2. Because I'm always like, if I got to a 0.24, I'd probably be dead. Well, it's probably true because I couldn't get up there. I really did give... I did an A for effort for that one.
Hell yeah. I think you
But
did
yeah.
a fantastic job.
And then we did Thanksgiving yesterday. And I convinced your younger brother to drive me and two of my sister-in-laws to the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And we were taking shots.
Who are you taking shots with?
Sam and Jamie.
Any locals?
No locals. They all stared at us. It's a small town bar, so you walk in and everyone gets quiet and they all turn their heads. And my sister-in-law is loud. She's like, "Yay!" And we went and sat down. You probably should have turned that down when I did that.
I mean,
So yeah, we walk in and then she's like, do you have a shots list? And the lady's like, actually we do. So 3 shots in, and yeah, this one super drunk guy was at the bar and my brother-in-law was talking to him, and he comes up to us, he said that you pulled the short straw, but I think he pulled the long one. I'd drive you ladies around. And we're like, cool. And then he disappeared and we didn't see him the rest of the night. So that was fun.
and now we're here, Kim. That was a boring,
So boring.
update. I might even cut all that out. Who knows?
I'd cut it out.
I might-
Except
we
the
might-
shot guy.
We might go from 2 Asians and a dude right into the thing.
Yeah.
Cut
That
all
sounds
that
good.
shit out. Speaking of 2 Asians and a dude, we've known this one individual for, you know what? Fuck it.
How long can you even come up with how many years?
Yeah, 4 or 5 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
Yeah, and then, but that doesn't matter. I was
out.
gonna take 2. We have 3 entrepreneurs. They started up a pizza place for homeless people who are lactose intolerant, which seems, I mean, I don't get it, but they're doing good, the best they know how. It's the quality under pressure, Kim Duke. Quality under
That's
quality
called
under pressure
the
crew.
pizza place?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually called Beggars Can't Be Choosers.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
So we've got Min Lee,
Hello.
Dean Coulter,
Hi.
son of Ann Coulter,
Yeah.
and we've got Dawson, the boss man.
Hi.
Every boss from every construction site I've ever seen, who has to leave early for his daughter's dance recital.
That's what
Yeah, that's me. Yeah. It's like we've known each other for years.
Now, I am curious to know, have you guys done another podcast as a trio before?
No, not as a trio, huh? We went on another local podcast, the Water Cooler Talk podcast, but that was just Dawson and myself.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun. I just like being guests because on our show, I have to do everything that you do, like set shit up, like make sure everything's prepped. So it's just like when I get to hop on another person's podcast, I'm just so relaxed and
Yeah.
I'm fully unleashed.
I'm like that all the time because I don't do anything.
Yeah, must be nice.
It is.
What made you guys want to start a podcast together?
Yeah, well, we had talked about it for a while. Dawson and I had talked about it for a while, but I'm anal. And so it was always, well, if we don't have a concept, if we don't have a premise, and we don't have a game plan put in place, let's not do it until we have that in place. And then last summer, I had gone to South Korea, came back, and it was perfect timing because I was kind of going through like, what do I want to do with my life? Like that whole conversation over again. And then I came back. I felt energized. I just wanted to do something so bad because I had gone on this exploration. And then I came back. And then you were like, hey, will you come on my podcast? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then just seeing how relaxed and how much, and that, I mean, it was a fun experience for me, but like how relaxed you guys were, how much fun you guys were having, that helped me put my guard down a little bit where I was just like, okay, like, I don't have to be a perfectionist. This doesn't have to be perfect. Let's just make the leap. Let's just do something. If it feels good, just do it. And so then it was, hey, Dawson and Dean, like, do you guys want to help, like, start this podcast together? Like, in my head, Dean's quieter than us, but he's so smart and can figure things out. So that's where I was just like, well, if I ever run into like technical issues, I'll have a partner in crime that way.
I see.
So you felt like if it feels good, just do it.
Yeah.
That's how a
and
lot of
it's just
teen pregnancies happen.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what's up.
Yeah. So then we made the leap, and we're a year into it, and it's been therapeutic. It's been fun. It's been exciting. It's been so many things. It's helped me like sort of reconnect with some of my friends. So thank you guys for giving me that final nudge.
Hey, man. I mean, obviously you have a voice that's, I think, worth listening to, and
Thank
I
you.
think that's why we were telling you to do it, is because you're like Korean Kelly Frazier.
Is that a compliment?
Who's
Isn't
Kelly
Frazier
Frazier?
kind of a dick?
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, who's that?
Wait. Oh, Kelsey Grammer. That's what I meant.
Oh, that's what my mind went to actually.
Have you been told that before, that you're a...
No. But I don't know.
Kelsey.
But
why
you heard Kelsey and automatically went to grammar.
And Frasier, which is the show that he's on.
That's
Right,
why.
that's what I
I'm
was
having
thinking.
a stroke. I'm sorry. All right. Shut up. Hand that mic to this guy. Dean.
Okay.
Your favorite?
Get it, Dean.
Yeah, why didn't you just have Dean on individually?
Oh, we're gonna have just Dean on. Don't you worry. Dean's gonna have his time to shine. But I want to know what made you, and we'll pass this off to you next. But what made you guys want to be a part of this with men?
Well, the fact that Min just asked me to help him out right away. You know, Min and I are really good friends, and yeah, this isn't something that I would normally do by myself. But knowing that Min asked me to help him with this, it's just something I wanted to do with him.
Do you have knowledge in the audio world, or is it more?
No. Most of my background is so I'm a software developer. It's just all computers, mainly. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, cool. So yeah, you came on just because you're a good friend, is what it sounds like, which is fucking rad.
That's
yeah,
like
pretty
that's
much.
why how I ended up
Yeah.
here too.
Yeah, and it's a good reason to see
It's
these
true.
guys almost every week too. So.
Oh, fuck
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Das on.
Yo.
Das on.
Yes.
Das off.
Ah.
What made you, I
do
mean,
this?
we're white guys over 30, so we all want a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, it's a requirement in 2019. You have to have a podcast if you're bald and white. Yeah, no, Min was in radio for the longest time, so I thought it'd be cool if we could all do it and get involved with it. Plus, I don't see these guys that often because we live out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, seeing them almost on a weekly basis has been great. I think Min does it's really Min's show, and we just kind of help out with it. So being a part of watching Min grow and push it forward is cool. I also am a huge podcast guy, so it's like I would like to get that out there so people can listen to what we have to say. So
So like when you say what you have to say, what were your ideas going into it? Like, were you thinking you wanted to talk just whatever interests you, or were there topics that you felt were important that you wanted to bring up? Or
I think it was more like let other people talk, and
Okay.
Min does a really good job of driving questions forward and getting the conversation going. I always say that I'm the dumbest person out of the three, so I like the lower bar, like easier slide in for me to make a stupid joke and just have some fun with it.
yeah.
So that's what I like. Those are the type. I mean, I listen to a lot of those like more comedy podcasts, not intelligent, because my brain's not growing anymore. So I don't know. I like
Or
to be,
your hair.
or my hair. Yeah, I got rid of that.
Yeah.
I got to shave it again. So yeah, R.I.P. hair.
Rip.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's really it. I mean,
Once you started having, because did you guys start with guests initially?
Well, we did sort of, and we released, I call them like pilot episodes.
Yeah.
Like we did
Oh,
3 of
yeah.
them where Dawson was the host and the guest. Dean was the host and the guest. And we did put those out as like episode 1 and 2. But those were, in my mind, like our trial run. So we
Right.
didn't want to invite someone in, waste their time because we didn't have like everything fleshed out, like structured to the show. Because I don't think we do speedrun questions when you guys.
no, we just came in with a couple topics.
Yeah.
And I think like now we're starting to go back in, and I think that'll be something we'll be adding in is just more of the host shows.
Yeah.
That might be a little bit shorter, half hour, 45 minutes instead of hour and a half. But I've gotten good feedback from my friends that listen to this show. They like the or the host only show just because it drives us forward. Because if
Yeah.
Dean and I don't talk much for an entire episode, we just kind of fade back.
Yeah.
But if it's just the three of us and we can have a conversation on something, then you get
sure.
to know us a little bit more and you get that better connection.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be for 2020 a little bit more like a mix of guest host. I think that's what
Oh.
we're gonna. I think we should.
Yeah.
I think people also like it too when people yell at each other a little bit and like in a friendly way, like
Yeah,
in
yeah.
a family
Yeah.
kind of way. And when I have guests on, I don't want them to feel uncomfortable at all. Like my job is to pull them in and ask questions that are stimulating and have them give honest answers.
See, and I get afraid because sometimes I feel like I want to call somebody out on something.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like
Make
piss
people
on their
uncomfortable.
parade. Yeah, I don't want to make them feel they came into our show.
Well, and you guys don't really edit your show, right?
No, I try not to. I've only edited a couple of times when someone has requested, can you take that part out?
Oh,
Okay.
And so I want to honor that too. It's not lives, and so if people know they're coming into an edited show, I want them to have the ability to take something out.
Are we still adding disclaimers to shows?
No.
Okay, cool.
Fuck that. That was pissing me off.
You guys are adding disclaimers to the show?
one of my friends came on the show and told the story, and apparently it wasn't accurate.
Oh.
We don't know the other side of the story.
oh, yeah, yeah.
So then the other parties came at us.
Oh, that was that thing with
Yeah,
the,
and they're like, you need to take this down or put a disclaimer up. And I'm like, chill out. It's a podcast that
Yeah.
10 people listen to. You're good. Don't
that's
worry
my
about it.
favorite thing to say is that,
Our
you know,
tens of
our
listeners.
tens of listeners
Yeah. Right.
want to know.
But also they actually put themselves in jeopardy because the way that our friend told it, there was no identifying quality unless you were like directly involved in
Involved in
that
the people,
situation.
yeah.
So then the fact that they're on social media, on their personal accounts coming at us, no one would ever connect the dots until you identify
Now you
yourself.
identified yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I told
Yeah.
that. One of the guys was like, hit me up. He's like, I have legal actions. Here's my lawyer. I'm like,
What?
okay, now you're harassing all of us.
Well,
So
then it's not like you're
stop.
dropping like here. That's this person's name,
Yeah.
date of birth, social security. This is where they live.
It wasn't even their same name. It was a fake name. They're like, we're gonna call this person Janine, and then
Oh
it
yeah.
wasn't even. That's not her real name. And then it's like, just get out.
Yeah.
Just take it easy.
So they weren't calculated, that's for sure. And it's
Yeah.
like for sure, like obviously we have a natural bias towards Dawson's friend.
Sure.
And I don't want to be unfair and say like only his side is the true side. The other family might actually have like a real reason, and there might come out of this conflict on top actually. So I'm not unaware of that, but they obviously were miscalculated on how they approached it. But also, what if Dawson's friend came on and it told us like a totally fake story because he was being funny?
Oh, that happens
All the time.
Yeah.
Think about a lot of stand up.
That's
like
what
how
I'm- yeah.
much of their stories is 100% true.
Well, even when they're going on to podcasts, like Bobby Lee tells fake stories all the time.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's a show. At the end of the day, like a podcast is a show that you're listening to
for entertainment.
for entertainment.
Yeah, if you show up and you're like, you know what happened to me the other day, and it's 100% fake, everything that follows that, like it's cool that people like can connect with it because they think like, oh my God, that guy was at the grocery store the other day and this happened to him. Like
Yeah.
you give like a set and setting and all of that, and you try to make it like emotionally appealing. But like
Yeah.
you could start with, you know what happened to me the other day, and everything else could be bullshit after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh yeah, I'm sure I've told some not true stories on this
What?
podcast here and there a couple of times.
This is a true story podcast only.
This is a true story, bipartisan, knick-knack, paddywhack. Give a dog a...
Who is that when you
What?
do that voice?
It's like a bit of the wacky professor from The Simpsons and Harry Carey. You
Harry
know who
Carey?
Carey is?
No.
Will
Kelsey
Ferrell.
Frazier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell made him famous, but he was a baseball announcer.
Oh.
I forget if it was for the Cubs, but he had this.
It was the Cubs.
Was it the Cubs? Yeah. Super unique
Here comes
voice.
Dean with all the smart stuff.
Yeah, see.
Thank you, Dean.
That's why he's on the show.
Genius. Make me feel dumb over here.
Big ass wrinkly brain over here.
But yeah, Will Ferrell does an amazing impression. It's very funny.
Nice.
Was the eighth bird if it were made of blue Buffalo Wild Wings and blue cheese?
It sounds like
basically
Bill
what he does.
Cosby after a stroke.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see the thing about Bill Cosby, you know. It used to be fun to do his impressions of him.
No.
Not so much anymore. A little different
Not
these
Not
days.
fun anymore. I mean, maybe if it's like, oh, the prison food and no jello pudding. Oh, I'm getting betrayed again.
You ever hear Judd Apatow's most recent joke on Bill Cosby? Where he's talking to his wife
Yeah,
and he has to hide the newspaper?
yep.
Hilarious. Hilarious. I'm not
That
going to
is a
do it
good
because I
bit.
can't do it justice,
Yeah.
but it's hilarious.
What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I brought this up to somebody the last episode, but it's something that's been on my mind lately, and I like that you guys are all here because you
Okay.
guys kind of talked about the fact of like growing older and moving on with different groups of friends as you get older.
I think it's hard because these are like childhood friends.
Yeah.
of yours.
that's what,
Yeah,
but that's
okay.
what I'm saying. Like that's what's so.
We could add
that's
a
why
different
I,
wrinkle to this.
I think the
Yeah, yeah,
question
yeah.
still
Okay. Yeah. I get where you're coming
because Andrew.
from. Sorry.
Nasty.
Awkward.
You nasty girl.
Anyways, yeah. So
All that ham.
going throughout the years and
Aphrodisiac ham is...
I guess.
that's such an American thing to say. Ham is an aphrodisiac.
Can't wait
That
for
glazed
Thanksgiving.
ham.
I'd be so horny at
I
Thanksgiving.
drew you a bath and I included 2 sticks of butter. Something. I don't know. Anyways,
Whatever. You're really.
well, yeah. So what I was asking was, how do you maintain friendships or like your thoughts on kind of, not that you aren't associating yourself with those people anymore, but time is just kind of taking you apart,
Yeah.
and how you guys,
Have gone.
manage through that.
Yeah, man. For me, it's definitely super important. I think I'm almost to the end of like when I think I value keeping a close group of friends so much. It can be suffocating at times. There have been times where I have learned through my life like that's not the way to treat people. Where like I just want everyone to stay in one spot, and then once someone sort of diverts from that, it's always kind of like, well, it's almost like ultimatum time. It's us or them.
Oh,
And so then you
Oh.
like learn like so to me these guys are essentially like brothers because we fight like brothers would fight. But I think ultimately like there are people that I fought with like brothers and we just don't really see each other anymore. So then you just kind of know like you distill friendship and you just know like that was just never meant to be. Like if we like cross paths again in like 2 years at a bar or whatever, it's not that I'm going to be unfriendly with that person because I learned we're not perfectly matched. It'll still be like, hey, what's up? Like, what have you been up to the
Yeah.
last 2 years? But with these guys, I can get into arguments, and then it's just like we come back together, and we don't have to see eye to eye on everything. But I just know to me, it's what is at their core, and they're good people, and they care about things. We share certain interests. It's like if we had no interests, like we want to hang out, like, ooh, what do we want to do? And we
Yeah.
both want to do completely different things. That would be a different story.
there's only 2 Anchormans in that franchise, so
Yeah.
What else can you do after that?
I don't even know what that means.
Anchorman movie.
Yeah.
I was saying you guys should watch those together, but there's only 2 of the movies. So then, what do you do with your? You just keep going. You do great.
But yeah, I mean that's what I boil it down to is just like, even if we can't articulate what it is, what the key ingredient is, I think to me deep down in our cores we align in a way that even if we were to get in a fist fight like next weekend, we would get back together.
Dude, you would
I would
murder
love
both
to watch
of
a
these
fist
guys.
fight. That'd be fun.
I can take a punch. So
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
punched
I
out
feel like
some-
I would win actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of MMA, so just through like osmosis through my TV screen,
Yeah.
I'm probably like
You've developed some
a
skills.
blue belt in certain martial arts. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
yeah, but I watch a lot of wrestling, so
Yeah.
power bomb you through this table right now.
It's that groundwork. Now, Dean Dawson, if you wouldn't mind. No, thank you.
Same.
Say, I'm gonna give it to him.
Thank you. Now I've learned. I mean, I've only met you. This is the 3rd time I've seen you. In
Yeah.
person.
Why do you like him so much?
You're an enigma, is what I would say.
Okay.
But what I was gonna say was, what I've learned is you're a little more on the introverted side.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do do you notice any when it's been a while since you've seen somebody, or are you kind of like they're doing their thing, I'm doing my thing?
I thought you meant like somebody in general. Like he's so introverted, he just doesn't see people. I was like, whoa. Which that's my kind of person.
I keep adjusting your levels even though I can't because I'm an idiot.
Mine? I'm just gonna leave.
Well, no, I'm saying like I try to go in and
Oh.
my muscle memory says do this and do that, and your microphone is like, what are you gonna do with whatever the fuck we want?
Okay.
Now back to Dean Applesauce.
Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, I do notice like if a lot of time goes between me seeing Min or Dawson or certain other friends, I'll notice it, and we'll probably try to reach out. I think one thing about me too is once I know someone and get comfortable with them, then I'm a lot more talkative. In that way, like on our podcast or even maybe today, I might not talk that much, but outside of things like when I'm hanging out with these two, I'll be
You should have heard this dude at Friendsgiving last night, man. Dude was like, sometimes I have to steal jokes from this guy.
Yeah, it helps when I have a few drinks in me too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, when Dean opens up, man, he's hilarious. He has like inside joke.
Speaking of opening
he
up.
angles things. He angles jokes in a way I'm like, damn, I didn't see it coming from that angle. I gotta steal this.
That's
top
what,
rope.
That's what Kim says. She didn't see it coming from that angle. Now, you brought some like Irish whiskey or something.
It's Japanese,
Come on,
actually.
man.
Is it Japanese?
Yeah.
Did you not see
Do
the
you-
samurai cut through the box?
Mhm.
No.
Where'd it go?
It's
What
it's
are
down here.
Oh.
It's actually
You're asking these serious questions and all you're thinking
Sorry.
about is this.
Well, you said open up.
Do you like whiskey, Chris?
I don't. But you said he opens up when he drinks.
Do you like whiskey, Kim?
No, I just whatever ends up in front of me,
Oh,
I
okay.
just drink
Shoot,
it.
do you think we can get Kim to 2.20 today?
Oh.
Now, okay. So
I'll take that as a
I
no.
guess what I was.
I don't
what was-
know. I couldn't even get to a .20 last night, I think.
You're not looking, or let me take that back.
I mean, if you don't want any, then
No, that's why we got the glasses.
Yeah.
Get loose, motherfucker. But like when it comes to looking, do you look for friends? Like, have you been the guy that, or you just happen to because we worked together or we were in school together? Form
That's like
those
the main thing
friendships?
as our question is because as we get older, so let's say we start in school, which you guys became friends when you were younger. It's people that you're around, people in your neighborhood, people in your class. That's who you become friends with.
yeah.
And then as we get older, it's like more like who we're in school with and college with, who we work with. And now even the older I get, it's who lives around my area. It's not.
Whatever's convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going out looking for friends.
You're not on,
yeah.
what is it, Bumble? You can find friends on Bumble?
Yeah.
You
or,
can find
or
friends on Bumble.
Grinder. You can find friends on Grinder.
Or you
You've done that, right, Dawson?
yeah.
Grindr
All my
friends?
best friends are on Grinder.
That's a skateboarding app for all of you guys who don't know. Just become Mormon. You'd make all kinds of
Right.
friends.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of friends too I've made are just through mutual friends that Min and Dawson have introduced to me too.
okay,
So.
okay.
Mhm.
Whereas I would say, Min, that's something that you and I share in common is that if we happen to make a connection with, even if it's a stranger,
Yeah.
and it seems worthwhile, no harm in going in. And then, if it pans out, cool. If not, whatever. But you still have a connection in some regard.
Oh man.
Like how how much you give to that relationship.
Yeah.
It's based on kind of how things progress, but connections in general, like making them all day.
Yeah. I mean, I love and hate people because, like you said, like when I meet someone at a party or whatever and we're talking, it's like I can't stop. Like I can't stop like asking questions about like, whoa, like what's your thought on this? What's your thought on that? But then at the same time, like when I like read the news or whatever, I'm like, God, people suck. People are so stupid. I hate this world, but I love people so much.
Who's the guy? Do you guys remember Tool Time?
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen. Well, who's the other one though?
Al Borland.
Al Borland. There we go. Al Borland's son, Dawson.
It's funny you say that because my dad kind of does look like
Does
Al
he really?
Borland with the beard and the hair.
Oh, I love it. Now, I would say this similar thing to Min, but a splash of Dean
Yep.
would be that I don't think that you have a tough time talking with people.
No.
Like if you're at a barbecue or whatever.
You just assume he's at barbecues a lot. Don't
Yeah.
I got the body by barbecue.
Plaid shorts,
I don't know. I don't own plaid shorts.
shirt that somebody's like, I like that shirt. And they're like, yeah, my wife bought it for me. Like that kind of.
Look at the shirt.
But
Monster
so
trucks on it.
It's got
The
crayons.
Metrodome in the back.
It's
Yeah.
for sure a grave digger shirt. Yeah.
grave jiggers. That's Jay-Z's. Anyways. You are a part of leagues and like you
Yeah.
seem like you've been a part of something for a while,
Yep.
like fantasy football leagues, sports. There's always something that like, so have your friendships been through those connections, stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much. Outside of these guys, I haven't like really made new friends up until like recently. Especially like moving out to this neck of the woods, it's tough because I don't want to go out and meet people, but like I'm in axe throwing league, so I know those guys. But I haven't I'm not gonna go hang out with them. But I think they're cool. I like talking to them.
I get that.
But at the same time, like I have a daughter, so I've got like my daughter's friends. I'm kind of like falling into that circle now, where I'm friends with the parents. Like my neighbors are cool because they have kids my age, and they'll hang out. And then not kids my age,
No, I
but
was
kids
gonna say,
my
well-
daughter's age. I hang out with 3-year-olds.
We knew what you
meant.
No, I knew.
Yeah.
Because
So
that's like our friendships
Yeah.
around here too. It's like I don't think we would in a like public setting I would meet this person and be like, yeah, let's be friends because we don't have a whole lot in common, but our
Yeah.
kids are the same age.
I'm so unlikable. Like
you can say that again.
genuinely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No,
No. Come on, no. Like, okay, so if we didn't have those things, right? If I didn't have
me.
there's
and
always some like when I make friends, there's always something that I have had to offer in order for that friendship to build.
Yeah, sure.
Like with rollerblading and snowboarding and shit like that. Like it was, video, photography. And then through that it would break down a wall to where they're like, all right, you can come see what's going on. And then through my like fucking with people and stuff like that, like it turns into like endearing
Yep.
quality. But I think when you meet me and it's just that, like it's not as
Hold
as
on. I
appealing,
want to
don't think.
deconstruct that statement that you made. Like, I'm so unlikable. Were you you were partially joking when you said that, though, right?
No.
This is like my favorite thing to do is like deconstruct something, because I think what you're rubbing up against is when you say that is, I think because you come off with such force and energy, like you said, we align the same where we're like extroverted, we like connecting with people, but I tread a little softer than you do. Like when you meet someone, it's like, oh, and you do your crazy voices and stuff like that. So I think when you make that initial connection with someone, it's like, this guy's fucking crazy right now.
Right. yeah.
legit.
Yeah, and so I don't think they're able to see past that to see how good of a dude and how well intentioned you are. So I think how that looks to you is like, oh, people think I'm kind of a jerk, but I think it's just that reaction where they have to take a step back from you initially, where I tread softer and I'll meet them slowly in the middle. But I think that's what you're saying is after I offer something and they get to know me, that's when we like make that spark and an actual friendship. But I don't think they're not liking you because you're a jerk. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just get come off as a little intense.
Yeah.
I think it's because when I meet Chris or people that are similar to Chris that don't tread like you do,
Yeah.
they're just in your face, and we've had people like here that are like that. I cannot handle it. I
Right.
get so overwhelmed, and like for days I'm still like trying to process through things. But then it's like, but that's the way Chris is, and I should, it's
Yeah.
just some people just can't handle that much. Me.
like you are a employee of the month at a Quick Trip, and I am a DJ at a strip club.
Yes.
Like the voice is annoying, but then once the music starts, everybody's like, okay, this is pretty cool, I guess.
Yes.
I have things to offer, which is talking up other people's qualities.
I could see that.
I think that's what a DJ stripper is. He's just a supportive guy who's
Yeah,
like,
I don't
you
know.
guys, these girls are really great. Okay, once you get to know them and do a 2-drink minimum, they're just the best.
Yeah.
Don't forget the tip.
Yeah, but you met Chris, and he kind of came off probably that way to you.
Yeah. So if I didn't know that you and Min, we're good friends, and I had just met you outside of all this,
You
I
would've
would have
been
probably
like,
been like,
"Whoa."
"Is this guy fucking with me? Like, why is he, so friendly with me?"
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm, for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
Because we're similar on other levels too. We're like,
Yeah.
I'll just be here.
Yeah. Exactly.
So you get that distinction now, though, where it's just the way society is structured, where people like you, like, wouldn't it be beautiful if like everyone like showed up and they had that childlike innocence and like they were like, I want to get to know you by like jumping around and
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be beautiful if we made a child?
maybe. Whose butthole are we gonna use to incubate?
Butthole. Surrogates, bro.
Oh,
We just mix our semen together.
see, I'm about
Like a
that
little
natural
cocktail.
stuff though.
But anyways, sorry, I was deflecting. Now,
Because we're
because we're different in this, which is that, like my like showing my emotions is like there's no filter, and that's like when I was growing up, there was always like kapow, like it's everything. You're getting everything right now, and I might wake up the next day and be totally normal again, but like, so it was. So having the other things to distract people from how annoying I was in the beginning made a difference, and that carried on to like into adulthood,
yeah,
photography, video, yada yada,
yeah.
this and that, and then now it's different where I have like more rage and I let it out in other areas rather than being super annoying. But
Did you have a bad temper when you were young?
no, but I was super
did.
emo.
Oh.
I would have massive
He
anxiety
has been.
attacks. and
We should talk about how angry you've gotten recently.
better than
Yeah, let's talk about
Better than-
this.
Goodness, you're
we need to have this conversation right now.
so angry.
yeah.
Maybe
no.
the older we get, we just get angry.
I was gonna say, I think your sadness turns into rage.
No, my
Yeah.
sadness is still emo sadness.
Oh, always
Yeah,
have
but
that. I
always.
love that.
Yeah, but you can't, clock out and
No,
then,
I can still listen to the same music and be like, oh,
but we have obligations.
what? I
That's
just make
what
my
I mean.
kids listen to it now.
Yeah.
You make them wallow in your sorrow.
Listen to the song for a little bit.
Like, you don't like Bert? You don't like Gerard Way? Come on, kids.
Why are we listening to this music? Because This Is Us is gonna end one day, and I can't cope with that.
That show's gotten so bad.
But you guys have gotten angrier. I've worked on my temper. I used to
So you
spaz
were- Oh,
I'm
about
not angry.
everything.
I get like in my head, I'm angry, and then I'm just like, nah.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's same for me.
Yeah. But Chris is like, he gets angry. Not like physical or anything, but maybe it's more you're more bitter.
He's a salty dude.
Yeah, he's salty.
So salty.
I think maybe it's getting older, you get sweatier and you're saltier now.
I think you look at things where you go, I shouldn't have to. Not only
Yes,
should I
yes.
not have to deal with this, you then that thing clicks in your brain where you go, oh, I don't have to deal with this.
So fuck this.
So you start to walk away from things, and people are like, "What's going on, dude? Like, you seem super aggro right now." It's like, no, actually, if I hung around, I'd be hella aggro.
Yeah, dude.
But
I had an
by-
outburst last weekend. Want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Let's talk
We
about
play
it.
basketball Dean and I play basketball every Saturday, and we're
I
in
think
this.
Dean should have the mic for this.
Oh yeah, but Dean wasn't there, so I had to tell him.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
But you were
Oh.
playing.
we have this pickup league that we've organized. Well, I mean, you can get the mic. You know the people I got.
I was out of town that day. I'm usually there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He got angry because you weren't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Keeping
yeah,
him in line.
So, but we play every Saturday. We've been playing for a year, and just the nicest dudes. Like, I can't wait because it's like I'm going to see my friends and getting exercise and doing this thing that I love doing, and so everyone gets along fine. But like, so what happened was like the very like first or second play. Someone called a foul on me, which was like clearly not a foul. Like everyone else was like, everyone thought he was joking, so everyone was going the other way on the court. And then he like grabs the ball, and he was being dead serious that it was a foul. So I'm like, that's fine. Like people make bad calls here and there, but like we're all friends. Like just give him the call. And then like 2 or 3 plays later, on a rebound, someone like flailed their arm and slapped me across the face again on accident. But like things build up. So
Yeah.
now I'm already a little bit frustrated. And then a couple plays later, this guy clearly fouls me, and I call a foul, and he had an outburst where he's like, "Come on, man! Like, how come when I call a foul, like you guys never give me a foul?" But I think he was fouled on a couple of them, but he never called it. So it's not like I ever denied his request for
Yeah.
a foul call. So now he's like chirping at me. He's like, "Dude, I know I fouled you, but like you never give me any fouls, blah 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 blah." And I'm doing the math there. I'm like, "No, this is bullshit." I'm like, so then like I gave him like okay, shut the fuck up, like da 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 da. And now people are coming in because it's such a tight knit group of dudes. Like, oh my god, don't fight, like come on guys, like be like you could just understand, like let's play basketball. And so that's making me more angry because it's like sometimes we just need to just like get it out. Like give us a minute here so we can like
Yeah.
yell at each other for a second.
Yeah.
Obviously we're still friends.
Maybe you guys need to play hockey instead.
yeah, yeah, so we could actually fight.
Yeah.
Man, did you end up? I think I'm gonna get. No, did you challenge him to a one-on-one game?
No, that's what I used to do back in the day.
That was Min's patented move back in the day.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
anytime we had an argument, it's like let's go play 1-on-1 or I'll play you guys 3-on-1. That's where I found this family.
And it was
That's
usually
so-
football too.
Yeah, so I could
Yeah.
just run straight at him.
Just so there was physical
Just
contact.
run straight at
So
him.
you've had anger for a while.
Yeah, I had anger issues for
Okay,
sure. So
okay.
then like this, like now, like, so then people get in between us because like I'm getting more angry because people are like trying to like actually like grab my shoulder and like pull me away from the guy. But then I had this moment of like, you know what? They're right. Like, I don't care. This is not a big deal. But then that guy like is still talking over the guy that's like pulling him away from me, like looking me in the eyeballs and be like, come on, man, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. So then something clicked.
I noticed this guy has gotten whiter as your story has gone on.
He's black. He's black.
Oh, what? I would never have guessed. By the
So like he's like looking me in the eye and like it's doing this. So then something clicked in me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. And so I'm like, like you said you fouled me. You're being illogical right now. This is a dumb fucking situation. Now I'm like 100%. Like I'm at 11 right now. And then people are like, oh, come on. And so then now I'm marching around the court yelling at everybody. And like I'm like, you guys fucking excuse this stupid ass behavior. This is how you're gonna build a stupid fucking society. And I'm marching.
Wow,
I
you
was-
go deep when you get mad. Whoa.
So now I'm just one of these away from becoming Hitler because
Yeah,
I'm
you're
marching
like,
around talking
You're
about
the reason for
eugenics and
climate
shit.
change. You're the reason our taxes increase.
So I mean, I have outbursts like that. Not so much these days, but yeah.
Did you get on the ground and like kick your feet and like, eh?
That would be. I want cereal. Yeah. So.
No.
That's so funny.
Wow. I
I
felt
just
like
had
I
a
was
flashback.
there.
While
Yeah,
you
yeah, these guys have
Old school,
PTSD
like,
right
like,
now.
oh god, no, I don't want to play you 1-on-1.
Vince
Just
getting
leave me
angry.
alone.
Did you guys meet playing basketball?
So Dean
Someone
and I
was
did.
playing. Oh, and Dawson came around.
Yeah, so Dean and I did where
that's right.
I moved to the city
Plymouth?
Yup, in 1999. So the summer after my first year there, I would play basketball by myself all the time, and then Dean and this other buddy of ours. I was that funny.
I'm just playing hoops by myself.
Yeah. I was,
Someone will come around.
I was
and play with
practicing.
This is my fault. Why no one wants to play with me? And he's stomping around the neighborhood. No one wants to play with me. Damn
You
it!
fouled yourself. You're like, get mad at yourself.
Don't call foul on yourself, you idiot. And so I saw Dean and another buddy walking around, and I think at that point, like I was just like, you know, it would be nice to play with someone else. So I was like, hey, like you idiots want to play basketball with me? And they were like, yeah.
2-on-1. 2-on-1. I can beat you.
And so like Dean was actually good, so I was just like, oh, like let's play again next time. And so like, you know, when you're that young too, it's just like you just Like you,
Yeah.
if you see
Yeah.
your friend, you're just like, it's not weird. You're just like, hey, like let's throw sticks together, and like
It's
that's
so
fun.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
watching kids in our kids too. They'll just like look out the window and be like, I'm gonna go play with so and so, and I'm like, damn, I'm as an adult I can't even pick up my phone and be like, I'm just gonna text so and so. I
Right.
just
Yeah. So it was that,
Yeah.
and then Dawson and I met in high school, and he got looped in a little bit later, but
was he terrible at basketball?
Dawson's pretty bad
I'm actually pretty good at defense.
at basketball.
Yeah.
I think you are underestimating how tough defense is in basketball. I think defense is harder than
Ooh, I
offense.
wish we
I
had our
could probably
hoop up.
still beat you today. We go play 1-on-1 and we'll find.
Oh my god, I'm getting heated right now.
I mean, there's
Sorry,
3
turn the
hoops
AC
in
on.
this neighborhood.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I only need
we'll find
one.
one.
I only need one.
Well, man, it seems like really the source of that argument with at basketball the other week was that he wasn't calling his own fouls, right? And so
Yeah.
shouldn't have. Did anyone bother to just be like, Gino, just make sure you call your fouls and we'll give them to you?
Yeah, everyone said that.
Yeah.
So really, like back in the day, where there would be like, so that's the one thing that I worked on, where I would get upset about unreasonable things, where like sometimes I'm in the wrong, but I would still get upset. Like that's the one thing I've fixed now in adulthood, where I only have temper tantrums like that if the other person is saying something so illogical that like my brain is beginning to short
Because
circuit.
you just want to grab them and shake them and be like, can't you understand? Like,
You're an
you're not making
adult.
any sense.
Yes. That's the only time that comes out now.
Dude,
I deal with that on the regular.
I'm
at work.
sure.
Oh yeah, I get so, and like when we talked about that whole cancel culture thing and like having to change my brain, I'll get really upset over shit, and if nobody is seeing my point of view at all, I have to like either bury it and be like, well, you know, I'm just a fucking asshole, or. And that's the other thing about me is that I'll get mad and I'll say like, I know it's stupid. I know it's fucking ridiculous that I
Yeah.
get upset about this stuff, but I can't rewire my brain to like when I hear people chewing out loud.
But I'm like that. Like, how good are you at bearing it now, though?
Not good.
Okay.
It's gotten worse.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll just so instead of like getting into arguments, I'll just go, okay, I'm just not gonna do it. So like I stopped editing.
Oh wow.
So I have to stop it in its tracks and then try again later. Like because I know that if I keep going, then I will get like really fucking angry.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll blow off steam in other ways. Like I'll write it out, or I'll just replay the like I'll try to find the one thing that I do is I'll lay in bed and I'll try to punch a hole in my logic, and it's I feel way better.
Is logic the name of the wall that you punch?
Yes. But I feel way better. I feel way better when I go through a situation and I realize I'm wrong. Like that makes me feel better because then at least there's a reason.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I fucked up. But if it's like the other person's fault over and over and over again, then I can feel like my blood getting hotter and hotter for sure.
I'll say all the time, I wish that I could take the part of my brain that gets upset about that and like take it out, like just all together, because I don't want to care about it. I don't want to be annoyed. I don't like want any of that shit. I would much rather, because there are
Be more
people
like me, just
I wish I was more like that.
Yeah,
But that's how you build a dumb fucking society.
Are you saying? Oh,
When you excuse poor behavior.
I know.
It's not woke enough.
Speaking of being woke, Dawson,
I'm
let's,
not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
come to the
die.
wokest.
I'm gonna die someday, and I just don't want shit to bother me so much.
I get yes. It's
So it's just like if I were to die tomorrow, I'm just glad I didn't fight with people over something stupid.
yeah,
don't
and I
know.
am jealous of that.
But I get where you're coming from too, because I deal with some dumb people, and
Yeah.
you're like ugh. But
So it's a good thing you're not like Chris and I, because
well, I think we need people like you to even out everybody else.
yes.
well, so what you're talking about is your anger is internal, whereas
Yeah.
ours is external.
Well, and even internal, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'll just listen to music, watch movies and stuff, and then it's
You'll
fine.
just say things out loud like, "That's okay. I don't need friends. That's okay. I don't need
yeah,
this."
and then I get over it. But I'm not like
But
raging.
do you get over it?
Yeah,
You get just as rageful as me. You just do it like an introvert would.
yeah,
Yeah, but we seethe, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't take it out on people.
That's
Like
not
waking
true
them
either.
up when they're half asleep.
Somebody woke me up because they were full of something else the other day.
You're such
Poop.
Speaking of
Fucker.
poop, Dawson.
Yeah. Expert.
What? How did you and your wife meet? We don't have to say who they are, but
We just met in college, freshman year at a party in
okay.
St. Cloud.
And
Yeah.
you knocked her up then, and she couldn't leave, like
Yeah.
that kind of a thing.
No, it was funny. I was actually one of my dorm mates, not my roommate, but just guy on the same floor. He wanted to talk to her friend, so I ended up being like his wingman. I ended up talking to my
Oh.
wife. I was like, yeah, she's pretty cute. I don't know. I told her I didn't know how to do laundry, so she said she was gonna help me do laundry.
Very.
Did you know how to do laundry?
Yeah,
yet?
of course. I'm not an
you
idiot.
lied.
I'm
Okay.
not an idiot.
How many keystones were involved?
We don't really do keystones.
Did you do
Just
natties?
the meth.
It was a lot of meth.
St. Cloud's so flooded with meth.
Yeah, this was before meth.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like tall boys. Clear
Oh.
Lake tall boys. Those are big.
40s.
Yeah, 40 hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Edward 40 hands.
Yeah.
But now, do you guys get into tiffs, into arguments? Do you guys have a
What's
a
your current argument?
5-step program of getting out of those things?
No, it's usually I get angry because I'm trying to keep my daughter from doing something that's going to hurt herself. So I get frustrated, so I get angry. Like, she's playing on the stairs. And I'm like, stop playing on the fucking stairs. You're going to fall down the
my
stairs.
gosh. Would you just marry Chris?
Yeah,
Jeez, that's
like,
Chris.
we're very similar. And I'm like, just stop playing on the steps. I've told you every single
Why
day.
are you playing by the stairs?
Well,
Why
she
you
plays, she's like on the stairs, like, look at me. And then she falls and she gets hurt. I'm like, I fucking told you.
Yeah.
Kids are stupid.
Then I'd make her do it again. I'm like, get up the stairs and fall down again.
So you can learn your lesson.
Learn your lesson. No, so she gets mad at me for that type of stuff. But other than that, it's we've been together for 12 years or whatever. So it's kind of like we don't really
Amateur.
fight about shit like that anymore. It's just I get angry. So she's like, you're always angry. I'm like, I'm not always angry. I just
Yes.
get tired because I don't want to repeat myself 100 times to my toddler, and it's impossible
Yeah.
because she doesn't listen.
How
I don't
old's
know.
she?
I don't.
3.5, almost 4.
Yeah.
So it's tough, right? Like
Yeah.
her new thing is yelling in my ear.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, don't do that anymore. And like today, she yelled in my ear, so I pinched her on the leg. And I'm like, did that feel good? No. Then don't stop yelling in my ear.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't like that. I don't like that she did that.
Well, I don't like
I'm
that
like-
you yelled at my
don't
my
like that
kid's
she-
new thing is touching our faces. Like
And that's the thing. Yeah, she keeps putting her hands. I'm like,
Oh, stop.
You're sick. You kind of have a cold right now. I don't want your gross fingers in my mouth.
Yeah.
So she gets mad at me, like, just tell her to go sit in the timeout. I'm like, that doesn't work because she comes running right back.
See, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Like ours too. Like my daughter's 7, and we have this like sister fights. Like, well, we're really really close, but then like when we fight, it's Chris has to be like, ladies,
Girls.
yeah, girls,
Yeah.
stop. Because I can't, like, when we're fighting, she's like the worst person to fight with because it's a mini version of
Oh, yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
And I know people say that, but she's literally a mini version of myself
That's
where I
my
can't
daughter, yeah.
handle it. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Because I see myself like egging my mom on
Yep.
when I was young,
Yep.
and she's doing it to me, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm sorry, mom."
yeah.
And like, yeah. So I struggle with that a little bit. And now I've got another little girl coming at the end of January, so it's like, please don't be like me.
Yeah. And I think it's hard because our son, he is so chill. He
Yeah.
is so chill. He's the easiest kid, super chill, relaxed. And then we have this very high strung other child. It's like, just be like him. Like,
Yep.
he was so easy. You're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, my daughter's she's like 3.5, almost 4, but it feels like she's 14.
Yeah.
Like you don't have
It
to
doesn't
you don't
get
have to worry
easier,
about
I'm
it. You don't have to
sorry.
worry about it, Dad.
When she was like
Oh,
3 years old,
Yeah.
she had Landon in a headlock one time. So like I'm in the other room and I can hear like, and I come in and yeah, she had grabbed him from behind and was like choking him out on the ground as a
Jeez.
toddler.
Yeah. A couple
Rear
months
naked
ago,
choke. Get her in the
she,
UFC.
I went to pick her up from grandma's house and she was wearing like gymnastics clothes. And I'm like, put your clothes on. Let's go home. I have to work in the morning, blah, blah, blah. And I'm standing there looking at her like, your clothes are right here. And she goes, what are you going to do? Just stand there and look at me?
Got him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're just standing there.
Yep.
You're not even helping me. Look at you. Just stand there. My mother-in-law's in her bed. She goes, nip that in the butt now.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
what I try to do.
I looked at her. I'm like, what the fuck, you asshole. In
Yeah.
front of my mother-in-law. So I'm like, And then she
Yeah.
cried because she's like, I'm so tired. I want to be like, no, you're just being a jerk. But that's
Right. It's
fine.
like you can't.
I know.
I'm the boss.
I know.
And I don't want to be mean.
So I wasn't mean. It was
You
just
have
like,
to learn how to apply, but you have to wait till they're older, or you just do it. So like the last time that Landon got spanked, I think he was 6. So it's been a long time. But we were in Target and they were acting up, And I was like, do you need a spanking? And he goes, you're not going to do it in here. And I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
So as soon as we leave here, when we get to the car, I'm going to spank your butt. And was just very calm. And then he did whatever he wanted in the store. And yeah, we get out to the car and I grab him by the wrist and he's like, no.
no.
And I'm like, oh, but that was it. So like calmly saying things like, well, we don't have to have the PlayStation then. Like,
Right.
and then the follow through is what I know is why they're like more prone to listen to me over
Yeah, because I'm terrible
Kim.
at follow through.
Because I'll be
Terrible.
like, no, I just like to my nieces, I'm Uncle No Fun.
He's the
like,
he
Sure.
and dad.
I
no
ruin
fun.
everything because the thing on the stairs, the
Yeah.
water. I fucking. It's I hate it. Everything is the worst.
Yeah, and I just, all I want is her not to get hurt. Because then if she gets
Exactly.
hurt, then I got to deal with it. Or if she falls down the stairs and breaks her arm, then they're going to be like, what did you do? And I'm like, I didn't
Oh,
do
yeah.
anything. Like, I don't want to get in that situation, right? Like,
I don't look at it that way.
no, but they
But
would,
it
right?
is.
It's exactly
when
what
kids
happened.
come into the ER and they're injured in some sort of way, they
Oh, because
direct-
somebody has to say, I gotcha.
And like, I don't
I
hit
know.
her, right? Like, I don't hit my kid. But it's like, I know it's where it's going to go. And it's like, I don't want, just be safe. Like, I just don't want you to get hurt.
yeah.
'Cause
And
I don't
medical bills suck.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
really, at the end of the day, I just don't want my kid to get hurt.
Yeah,
Make me the bad guy for
exactly. Yeah, where I do the same thing. I go, oh, I don't.
I'm all
that's
about
fine.
YOLO. Just
I know. I'm kind of like now. I'm getting to the point where it's like, okay, I've told you, just go ahead and see what happens. But,
Yeah, but that's how they get into Nickelback. You know,
Yeah.
you can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Anyways, you like comedy.
Yep.
We did this a little bit with when I was on y'all's show.
you were on
but
their show?
yeah, I was on Quality Under Pressure.
I
Oh, you
know.
didn't even know about it?
No, I did.
Oh, we were like, where's Kim?
I go, was I not invited? And Chris is like, well, they didn't say. I'm like,
No,
well,
no,
that-
no,
yeah,
that's
it
not what
became a
happened.
I
talk.
said no.
It was the kids, remember?
Well, then it became the kids, and
Because my brother was gonna help out, and then it was a whole thing. And then he was gonna help out, and then he wasn't gonna help out, and then my mom was gonna help out, and then she couldn't help out, and then it went back to my brother, and so we just said, it's easier if
The
you
fun
just
one goes.
stay home and do laundry.
Fun one goes.
That's
You
what I
dumb
did. I did
fucking
stay-
broad.
I did.
But like
stay
Kim and
home.
I could probably do an episode on our own just on like music.
Yeah.
Or mental health.
Yeah.
I'd rather talk about music.
Yeah, probably.
I work mental health full time. I don't like talking
Yeah,
about it
but
all
you
the
don't get
time.
to say what you want to those patients.
That's why I'm not you. I keep things
Right,
inside.
but that's why this is a safe
Nope.
place.
No.
Sure is.
If people heard how I felt sometimes, I probably wouldn't have a job.
I mean, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I
Are you
think
gonna go
people
see
would
the Spill
say,
Canvas
that's
on
so brave
Friday?
of you.
No, I never got into them.
You didn't?
No, but I saw them a couple of times because they play with other bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to take my brother.
Also-
not into it.
I gotta thank you because when you came on our show, you basically said at one point, Dawson's never gonna do stand-up comedy,
Oh.
and it shifted the way I thought because we went through that conversation. I mean, we've talked about it a couple of times now, and I think when it's like when it's one of your best friends, you have such a level of admiration for them. And like for me, the
he
logic
doesn't
was
like me,
the
thanks.
math was all there. Like we talked about it. Like, wait, why won't you do it? And it's well, I don't want to ruin like comedy for me. And then we talked about like, well, you're not NFL level player. When you see NFL players, does that ruin football for you? Like we did that whole we went through
Oh.
everything, and the math was completely laid out. And at the end of and so like. I consider myself a pretty logical person. I don't understand. Like, so it bothered me that in this situation, I was paying attention to more of the admiration of my friend than the logic. And so at the end of that, you're like, this guy's never going to do it. Like, fuck it. And I was just like, oh my
Well,
God.
I mean,
Chris is right.
body language too is a big thing.
Well,
you
yeah,
could
and-
see you kind of starting to turn and adjust in your chair a little bit. It was to like, it doesn't mean that you don't love comedy. So
Right.
there was a level of understanding that you wanted to be there. Like, it's not that you're going to stop watching specials or going to shows or
Right.
anything. You're still going to enjoy comedy.
And also, you guys were coming at me for like 15 minutes about you should do it, and then he's like, he's not going to do it. I'm like, just if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And you're like, go to his thing and do it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but for me, it was the exercise of like, what is your rationale behind that?
Yeah.
And still there is no rationale because you're like, well, I know I'm never going to be that good, but you still watch football, you still watch wrestling. So like that's where I was getting caught up. I'm like, this guy's not making any fucking sense right now.
I think the thing that you just said though was very telling in that it needs to be on your terms.
Yeah.
So if the stars align and you're feeling it in that moment, because there's plenty of open mics that happen
Everywhere.
all over the
Yeah.
place, to where if you're in the right scenario and you have the right mindset for it, then it absolutely could happen.
Right. I was in North Carolina for work last year, and there was like open mic tonight. I'm like, I'm gonna go do this, and just we didn't get around to it. But I was like ready to go do it because I'm never gonna see anybody there again. Now Chris is down the road. It's like, it's for me. It's like if I go in and I bomb, like you're not gonna probably shit on me. You could shit on me, right? But
I mean, I'm shitting on you either.
you're going as soon as this mic's turn off, you're gonna shit on me. But I don't know. It's just one of those things that I don't think I'm good enough, and I don't know that I'd ever really get there. So that's just my thing. Like I love it. I just don't know that I could ever push myself to go do it like here.
I mean, he's not very good. He still does it.
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, man. It's not about being good.
I'm so glad Kim is here.
It's about forcing your opinion on others.
Yeah.
That's what comedy
He's
is.
But I'm
forcing
saying
people
I
to-
would have walked away from that like at a certain point, even before Chris got there, that just pushing you towards doing it, I would have walked away from that if you gave me a logical point. Like I have stage fright. And
It's not that.
So I know it's
Yeah.
not that. That's where all the disconnect happens. You're like, I get really nervous in front of people. So then I would know like that's something we have to do if we really want to pursue this. That's the first barrier we have to overcome before he can actually get on a stage for open mic. But he's like, I'm not nervous in front of people. And he's like, well, I just don't want to ruin comedy for me. But it's like, you're not good at football, but you still watch football.
Yeah, yeah.
So like none of it connected.
So you need like a logical point of empathy.
Like some logical point of anything where I can see where the wheel stops.
Well, but
And
the
that's
reason
kind of
why
where
I
your
said
anger is too when you got angry.
When I talk to
yep,
yes.
Yep.
the why I said logical point of empathy is because if there is an opportunity for you to be empathetic towards his
Yes.
situation, then you can reassure them that it's going to be okay.
Yeah, but none of it made sense until you were just like, he's just not going to go up.
Yeah, and truthfully,
Not in my mic.
Truthfully, like my biggest thing is like I have ideas, but it's not fleshed out. So I don't have like if I sat down and I fleshed it out and I turned it into like a 5-minute piece, because I don't want to go up there and be like, hey, let me tell you about the time I was walking my dog.
Yeah,
I
some,
stepped in shit.
Oof.
Like, right? Like, I don't want to just go up there and do that, like, and just bomb. I want to actually be able to, like, kind of weave it together, like, because I watch specials and I watch, you know, I
Yeah.
listen to
Yeah.
albums and stuff. So I want to be able to kind of weave it together. I know I'm not going to go up there and be,
Chris Duke funny.
yeah. But it's like, I want to be able to have, like, something that at least is coherent for 5 minutes. And I don't have that. So it's like, I got to work on it. And then maybe, yeah, sure. If I go up and I bomb, then I gave it my best. But I'm not there yet. I just have ideas.
Well, and we talked about this. The fun part of knowing somebody who runs a mic, you can show up early.
Right.
Because some of the fun parts, like I was telling them about how Layla will go up on stage and just say whatever the fuck she wants.
mom, she'll just tell stories, and I'm like,
But it's fine.
Yeah,
it's
it's
hilarious
funny,
because
yeah.
nobody's
Help me put
there.
my coat on, that lazy bitch.
yeah, she just stood and stared at me. Whore.
So like there's when it comes to if you want to make a career out of it,
yeah,
your mindset is that way.
right.
But if you're just wanting to be somebody who said I've done it before and I'm somebody who appreciates it,
Yep.
then it doesn't have to be structured. It doesn't have to be that structured.
I don't know. I'll have to get there some way.
And I'm not, even before I gave up on this endeavor, it wasn't go in unprepared. I want you to flesh those concepts out and go up there and do 5 minutes.
Or just
Flesh it
get
out. I can't.
fucked
I'm
up.
sorry. The child in me is like,
I know.
flesh
It took
it
me
out.
so long before I actually started using that word. Like fleshlight it out every
I'm
time.
like, wow, you guys are
Speaking
really
of-
fleshing around here.
Speaking of flushing, I'm gonna go take a pee.
I was gonna go pee.
Dude, I need to go pee. I have the
Uh,
smallest bladder here.
So-
Right.
You guys might be tied.
Teeny tiny bladder.
What's gonna happen when I prostate?
It might,
enlarge?
it might be your prostate. It might not be your bladder. It might
Oh,
just
my
be your
prostate.
prostate.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna angle it that way. I don't want to
There
say
you
I'm
go.
small.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like,
exactly.
bro, my prostate is huge.
Dude, we should make like my
gonna go
prostate
for-
thick shirts. THICC. My prostate.
That's
thick.
brilliant. That's brilliant.
Do you have misophonia?
Nice.
What's that?
Misophonia?
Mesothelioma?
No. That's a
Oh, I got a
different.
little smush.
Misophonia is like that chewing or
Oh, yeah,
That
it's
drives
a
you
lot
crazy.
of sensory stuff.
yeah.
I do. I like. I associate the sound of. I don't get ice in my soft drinks anymore. Like when I go to McDonald's or whatever, because I associate it with this lady that I worked with. And when I would hear that sound, office door would open. I'd hear that sound of it bouncing towards her desk,
Oh, I love
and I
that
associate
sound.
that with like, oh, I fucking hate that person. And so now when I hear it, it like it gets me agitated. So I can't fucking have ice in my stuff.
Did you not find a snack in there you liked?
No, I just.
Oh.
It's still good.
There's a guy I know.
It'll be
He was driving in a car. He was giving his coworker a ride, and his coworker was chewing gum, and he's like, "Spit that out."
Nice.
He's like, "No." He's like, "Okay, spit the gum out." And the guy said, "No." He said, "Okay, get out." He's like, "We're like 10 miles from my house." He goes, "Just get out."
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Why wouldn't you just spit your gum out of there?
Because he's like, "No, I'm good." He's like, "Okay, then get out of the car." He made him get out of the car and walk. So.
That says
Wow.
way more about the guy who wouldn't spit his gum.
Yeah, I think
It's
so, too.
Fucking gum, dude. I can't hear myself chew. That's how bad
He
it is.
he has
like
to listen to music when he's eating.
music is blaring or something is loud. Roll the window down. I cannot fucking hear myself chew.
the dude's like, get rid of your gum. Be like, all right, that's no problem. Thanks for the ride, man. And drop me off.
No shit.
That's not how it went down.
So that guy is like, I'm 10 miles from my house. And the other guy's like, yeah, I know. Spit the gum out. That dude said, this gum is worth 10 miles. That's
he
fucking
didn't think he was
nuts.
serious, and
Then
he's
you
like,
had to
"Get
get
it
a
out."
Lyft or an Uber and pay them out.
You think I could roast Min real quick?
Why you? What? Where'd that come from? I had no sense.
Min Lee, a.k.a. Korean Superman. Min's philosophy is, why be good at one thing when you can be okay at a lot of things?
Are you roasting me right now? Or are you trying to blow me off?
Dean.
Oh.
Moving along.
He loves these so much.
Yeah, come on, bring it on.
He loves these so much. Dude.
Dawson.
So much to happen here.
Why call my dad to feel unloved when I could just call Dawson?
I don't. Okay,
Because you don't love anything.
it's true. I have a black heart, cold black heart.
No, the reason why I thought of like fucking with you guys, I want to fuck with you guys more, but I don't know you individually enough. Man, I know you like I could fuck with you all day long.
Yeah.
But you guys, there are aspects of you guys I would love to have. I mean, you definitely need to come back for your own since we had to have the video stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
And there's that structure that, like,
This
Min Lee is going to
not
change the
structured.
world,
Oh God. I
and
hate
we're
when
going
you
to figure
say
it
that.
out.
Freaks
I'll
me
never
out.
stop saying
Oh,
it.
freaks me out.
But Dean,
Hey, do you like your job? I feel
Yes.
like the last time I was on your guys' show, you were like you were just starting that.
Oh
new
my
job.
God! Really?
Yeah.
Deborah, you gotta wait
Sorry.
a second. I'm almost done.
'Kay.
Dean, obviously you're Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets as far as I'm concerned. And Dawson, we have a lot of shared anger issues.
We do. I think.
Yeah.
I think we could like each other
I'll lick you.
if we got.
Is that what you said?
Yeah,
I just want to make sure.
ear to ear.
But no, I would love to have you guys on your own episodes. I think that would be a fucking hoot. And then, okay, Deborah, you do raise a good point. Min's new job.
Yeah. Hold on. Before we get to that, when we were breaking for pee breaks, are you able to diagnose if I have a kidney stone or not?
I can tell you that you have eczema. Quit fucking scratching your. What do you?
I think I do
doing?
have eczema.
You're such a dick. Why do you feel like you have a kidney stone?
So my side over here has been hurting for the last 2.5 days. I
Is that
thought
a muscle?
that's what I thought it was at first. And so
Does
then
it hurt to pee? Are you having trouble?
No.
Just say, do you have any pee in
Do you
your
have
blood?
low abdominal pain?
no pee in my
You need
blood.
blood in your pee.
What did I say?
Pee in your blood.
Are you peeing blood at all?
No.
I mean, it's so much
Okay.
blood
No
that
lower
comes out.
abdominal
There's just a little bit of pee.
No fever.
No fever.
Okay.
Probably
It's
not.
probably a muscle.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all I was hoping
Like how
for.
bad's your pain on a scale? Because
It's just annoying.
Okay, because men, I've heard kidney stones are equal to labor pain for women.
That's what I've heard too.
Does it ever pulse?
Yeah, pulsating.
Come in and out. I know a
No.
lot about kidney stones, so
How many have you had?
I've never had any, but my family has a bunch.
Oh.
Yeah.
But if
you,
it like
you seem like a
pulsing
pretty
pain,
hydrated person too.
I am.
So yeah,
Okay, that's good to know.
yeah.
'cause
It's
like,
probably muscle. Every time people come, like when people talk about their back pain and all that,
yeah.
like because I had kidney infections a lot when I was
Oh,
pregnant
God.
with our son, and it was the worst pain in my life. I felt like someone was stabbing me in the back.
Okay.
And that wasn't even a stone. So I can't even
Yeah.
imagine what a kidney stone would feel like.
Okay. Good. I'm feeling so much better
A
about
lot of time
this.
when because I had hysterectomy and was having pain back there, and I thought immediately it was my kidney, and I slept wrong and hurt my
Okay.
muscle. My doctor messaged me back like, you slept wrong. It's your muscle. Give it a couple days, and I did, and then it was fine.
Okay, that's what I'm hoping. Because 2 days ago, it was like a dull pain.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, it kind of
It
got
can go sharp
worse.
and dull. Yeah.
Yes, it got a little bit worse yesterday. So I was telling people at Friendsgiving, like, my water could break any second, and I might have to birth the
deliver
stone.
this stone. Yeah.
And so, but then that's good to know that I'm probably not leaning. I was like, it's either kidney stone or cancer. Please let it be cancer, because I don't want to poop out or pee out a stone.
It's not that bad.
Really?
Chris had a kidney stone.
You've passed
before.
one before?
Yeah, man. And as far as like things that I've gone through, it sucked. But I would much rather have that than fucking cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I had it wrong. I did my miscalculated.
Try drinking some like lemonade.
Yeah.
Some what's that
Like
one?
acidic stuff.
Yeah. Like, but there's
to break it up.
yeah, just like if you mix
Uric
that in there a little
acid,
bit.
I think
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the one.
Like my dad, he's
Oh.
had like 3 or 4 kidney stones.
Jesus.
They tell him to like drink a lot of water, but then mix in some of the Simply lemonade because it's like higher.
Ah.
Do a little bit of that, like a glass of that every other day or so, and that'll help.
All right.
It just if you're really worried about it, but
Just drink some acid, bro.
Now I feel like my kidneys hurt just because you talked
Yeah.
about your kidneys. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it still hurts tomorrow, then either I'll get it checked out or pick up some lemonade. But
Speaking of things
Or
that
even
hurt,
like put a heating pack on it, or
Oh,
like
that
Bengay,
helps.
something like that on it. Just see if it is your muscle.
icy
I
hot.
see.
Yeah,
okay.
icy hot. Yeah.
Okay. Deal. Thank you.
Yeah.
speaking of sick muscles, Dean,
Yes, Chris.
have you bought tickets? Are you gonna go watch a basketball game with your dad yet?
Oh,
I remember that.
That's
song.
right. No. No. Yeah. No immediate plans.
No, let's get back to Min's job though.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Sure. Yeah. So you guys want to know if it's good?
Yeah, do you like it? You were nervous about it. I remember you were a little nervous about
Yeah.
starting a new job.
I mean, it was like my first like
Big boy
connected
job.
to post like
Yeah.
graduate
Yeah,
school job.
Using your degree, sorry.
So yeah, I was definitely a little nervous about it. But it's been really good, man. It's
Oh.
just like I work with like social workers, so like just the work environment, like I go in there and it's just like people have a sense of like, oh, this guy's energy is not up today. I've been told to go home early, not because of not because of performance, but because they think like it would be healthy for me to like have 2 extra days or 2 extra hours at home to like decompress, like think about
Oh.
things.
Wow.
And like when I work downtown, so when the Trump rally was happening, my boss was like, if you don't need to come downtown to work, like you can work from anywhere you want. So just like there's just so much consideration for being
Wow.
a human being. So like I've
Wow.
always imagined like that's what a work environment culture should be like, but obviously it's not like that in many places. And so it's weird to like go from like a radio organization where you can literally hear people yelling at each other
Yeah.
down the hall to an environment like this where it's just like so sympathetic, so empathetic, making
Wow.
sure that you're taken care of as a human being first.
That
and then-
sounds like the kind of snowflake cuck shit that keeps Paul Fletcher awake at night.
I was gonna say that's what's wrong with America.
Yeah,
There's
you-
that type
that's
of
what's
that type
wrong.
of job, like
Yeah.
fucking fluff
That's
your
ruining everything.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fucking grow a pair. Jesus
You're right.
Christ. Oh, my little emotions are sad. There's a big bad Trump is coming to a big city. It's at the end of the workday anyways, so I don't want to see the people that don't agree with me.
Fuck,
Oh
man.
no.
I'm in my tribe though.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I wish my work could do that.
Did
Obviously,
you guys
I
all
can't
sync
just,
your
like-
cycles yet?
Yeah, we talked about our
Maybe that's maybe
our
you're getting
signs.
your period. Maybe that's why you're having back
Yeah.
Really?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
I haven't
say.
had my period for so long.
But do you work with anybody who's pregnant right now?
No.
Because I was gonna say I could see you having empathy birthing pains.
Oh my god.
That's
I don't know if
how
I'm on that level.
how thoughtful you
Are your
are.
nipples puffier than normal?
Starting to lactate. I can donate here in a second.
That's so
Donate.
awesome.
Yeah, people donate breast milk.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although
There's starving babies out there, you know.
Formula's just okay.
Did you
That's
know
true.
Selma Hayek
But you're
just
not
went
supposed to
to Africa and nursed babies? Chris, this podcast
Sorry,
isn't
sorry.
just about you.
I was gonna say something
I
racist.
almost
Thank you
got
for
a car
stepping
accident
in.
on the way home.
Is
But-
that true about Selma Hayek?
We talked
Yeah.
about this on the
Really?
when we were on. You
Did
looked
we
it up.
talk
You even looked it up for us.
Look what up.
If she nursed
Selma
babies in
Hayek
Africa.
nursing babies
Oh, I
in
looked that
Africa.
up?
Yeah.
Oh, on the
Oh.
very first
Analingus,
episode, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
analingus.
yeah,
Selma Hayek's breast milk.
By the way, you guys looked up Tiptoes when we were on,
yeah.
but you did not look up NDA when I was on.
No, no. Is that for real though?
I
Is
mean,
NDA
they're
for
real. Yeah, they're pornos.
and they're up to 7.
They were up
You
to
said
9.
Oh my god, it's like, what's that CD? The great, not
Now
Jock Jams.
This?
Yeah, now this.
Now-
It's on
I
like
was gonna say
now-
Kids Bop.
Kids bop of porn, dude.
Now that's what I call music. That whole shtick.
there's a hair hang. It's bothering.
Okay,
Okay, I just
well-
won't even look at you.
Why are you so
You know-
hairy, dude?
I am hella hairy. You're hairy.
Uh-huh.
When you take your shirt off and you're
Rarely.
after your wife throws up, does she ever pull the belly
She-
the lint out of your belly button?
I usually just stand at the edge of the bed with my finger in my belly, and I flick it at her. I say, "Take that, bitch!"
I
Get mad at me for yelling at the kid?
love pulling the
Whammy.
belly button lint out of Chris's belly button. And then
Really?
he told me how it's like poor he feels about himself when I do it. So now I'm
Have
you
you
guys
smelt
even
it?
saw it when I
Have you
took that
smelt
picture.
it?
Huh? No. I just like to pull it out.
Then do you smell your finger ever?
It doesn't
No.
build up
Okay.
like I take it out every day. It's
Do
like
you have any in there now?
it's like what I imagine. Well, Dean, you know how you're not circumcised, so you have to clean the inside.
Yeah.
Are you an
yeah.
It's
Audi?
the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm an
It's like-
outie, but an innie.
It's like a
Whoa.
banouti.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I did
Both.
Both. Man, I did that as a roast for somebody. One of my overweight
friends?
comic friends. That's funny. I was like, my friend Matt Doim is here. His belly button is an innie, just like his dick.
Oh no.
I was pretty excited about it.
Oh no. There's like a turtle joke to be made there. I just don't know what it is with uncircumcised dicks.
Uncircumcised dicks and belly button lint?
No. Uncircumcised dicks and turtles.
Oh, turtles.
They're more like
that.
anteaters.
How cool they are.
Like turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
Yeah. How they live a really long time.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn right.
Oh, man. You're lucky you got out of China when you did, because they collect foreskin as tax now.
Oh, is that right? Oh, I learned something today.
So they'll come and check to see if any
Didn't hear that on your morning
No,
podcast,
I
did you?
didn't.
No.
any decided to grow while you were growing up. Like,
I'm pretty
oh,
sure
Yeah.
it's true. They brew it in tea and use it as an aphrodisiac.
that is true. That is
Yeah,
also
foreskin.
true.
Is that really true?
No, but it sounds like
Oh,
it could
yeah,
be,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I would
Yeah,
believe that,
dude.
They
actually.
do
Yeah, yeah.
put foreskin in like face creams. and
Oh,
stuff.
shut up, dude.
No, I'm serious. Yeah, it's a
It
thing.
is a real thing. So,
Oh, I
it's
knew
somebody-
semen was good for your
it's
skin.
an
Some
actress.
celebrity, yeah.
Some celebrity. She makes like a foreskin lotion.
Dude, that's
I'll look it up.
amazing.
Is she Jewish?
No,
We-
I don't
Let's
think
pull
so.
it up on
Well,
our
because
computer. Oh, wait,
you
that's
don't
not
have
real.
to be.
Hey, Dean, look that up.
I was legit looking for a monitor too. Like where?
Where's
This?
my Dean? I need him to pull it up. Oh wait.
I could.
So
I
convincing.
could do it. I just have to put that computer up. But I get nervous because
Nah,
even
don't
though it's
sweat it.
thin enough to be up there, I still feel
Dude,
like for
Asian people
some
think
reason it would tip
everything is
over.
an aphrodisiac.
$1,095.
What for foreskin lotion?
Yeah,
How
Is
do you
it-
even get lotion out of
Where
that?
are they getting the foreskin from?
I don't know. The baby foreskin
I don't know if you know anything
facial
about
is a real thing. So you can
anatomy, but it
get
comes from the
baby
penis.
foreskin facial.
Oh, that's what that is. I thought it was from your forehead.
Wait, it's not from your forehead?
Dude, how much foreskin could be on a baby?
I thought you were about to ask me how much forehead one person could have
And
because
if
my
you think
forehead's
about
so
it, this
huge.
sounds so gross. They have to chop the foreskin into pieces to.
Ugh.
Ugh.
You've seen worse, Kim.
It's like foreskin pork rinds.
We need a how it's made video on this.
Yeah, no shit.
yeah, I want an unboxing video.
Here's a 15 shocking uses for infant foreskin.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
The reason why I was talking about the Jewish thing was because rabbis don't have, they're not medical professionals, but because of religious purposes, they're able to perform circumcisions.
That
So that's
sounds
why I was
safe.
wondering if this lady was Jewish because I don't know how where's the workaround?
But isn't that like
Because
there's
then she has to have a foreskin guy. I've got a foreskin guy. Let's make some fucking
this guy
lotion.
walks in with a coat like
Those are earlobes. You're not going to trick me again.
What are you buying?
What are you buying?
isn't there like the some of the rabbis too, and I could be wrong, but don't they have to like after they circumcise it?
No,
they,
no, no. They don't have to. They choose
They
to.
choose to. They choose to suck it.
Yep.
The
I knew where you were going.
Yeah, yeah. The babies like they circumcise it and then they like
The foreskin
Wait, they
or
suck the dick or the foreskin?
The baby
Why?
dick. Because so this is what they were told was that's how you stop the bleeding, which makes no sense.
You know, when I cut my finger, I go,
Oh yeah.
same thing.
Logic is strong. Logic is strong with this one today.
It gets the blood to stop.
Ugh,
Yeah. Oof.
gross.
Yeah. No. So yeah, there's still
Yeah.
places where that happens.
You know what? We should eat food after all this time.
We should eat
Hot
food
dogs?
after all that's happened.
That's insane. My mind is like
I
frying
know.
right now.
I can't believe you didn't know
Weird.
that.
Gross.
So if like a 16-year-old boy like gets asked like, bro, you ever had your dick sucked before? Matter
Yeah.
of fact.
Praise be to the one on high. Yes, of course I have. It's one of the perks of being born in the right religion is that you get your dick sucked as a baby.
Instant you're born. Felt great.
Oh, just fucking slaying.
God, I can't wait to go. I think hell's gonna be awesome though.
Dude, I
it's
think
gonna
it's
be
gonna be
a much
sick.
better party.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Are atheists all autistic?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
agree.
saying.
That-
That's
That's
what
the
I'm saying.
curse. Some people are really good at playing piano and counting cards, and others just know that nothing happens when you die.
That's what I'm saying.
I like that.
You guys are a cute couple.
You are
You saw
actually.
him fighting?
No, when you
No,
put your arm
no.
around him earlier, it was so natural.
I know.
You're such a protector.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy. We're sharing a mic.
You're the Papa Bear.
it's really comforting too, actually. Yeah.
I believe that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a power bottom.
Power bottom. That's from Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Yes, very
And
good.
my
Very good reference.
Weekends.
All right,
You don't
now
have to hold that for me. It's okay.
For my next solo episode,
supportive.
can we talk about religion? We almost talked about it a lot more last time, but
yeah, I want people to have a positive outlook on you.
okay.
So I 'cause
okay.
But we already talked about his anger, and we talked about.
there are some people, there are a decent amount of people who think I'm an asshole because I'm an atheist.
Yeah.
And I love when people find out that somebody as sweet as you is an atheist.
Yeah.
And our two friends, Ashley and Teddy, who are magnificent human beings. When people find out that they're atheists, I'm like, yeah, I may be a piece of shit, but look at these motherfuckers. Look how amazing these motherfuckers are.
I kind of like that strategy though. It's so calculated. Like make them fall in love with you first, and then tell them you're an atheist. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, all atheists aren't so bad.
Exactly.
All right.
I think that's how Trump worked with. I'm not going to go there, but we have a segment on the show.
calls What's in Your Mouth?
What is in your mouth? Let's turn off the lights, and
Oh,
you
no, it's
guys
called
guess what's
snacks.
in your mouth. Oh,
As long as it's not foreskin, I'm cool.
I know. I cannot get that out of my
I
head.
can't promise that it won't be a little bit of foreskin because I had a botched circumcision, but
I do
You
listen
did.
to a podcast and they play a game called What's in Your Mouth. So I was like, no way, we're going to do this right now.
is it always Danny DeVito?
no.
His little sausage fingers.
The guy will find something in his shed.
I'm
Ugh.
gonna put my fingers in your mouth.
Just find something in his shed and puts it. It's like a lighter, and you got to guess.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
see,
fun.
I see.
Yeah, it's an internet podcast. Yeah.
Is Danny DeVito forever penguin to anybody else?
Yes.
Yeah.
Always.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. That's the first time I said that out
I
loud.
look at
I'm glad
I
you
look
said
at
it out.
Keep it
I'm
in
glad
next
we got
time.
that out in the open.
I look at him as the funny thing is I do think about Penguin, but I think about how Danny DeVito is such a weird actor that he would be the only actor to method act. Like he followed penguins around for months,
Yeah.
and that's why he was so good at doing that,
Yeah.
that fucking
That's
role.
funny.
Because he was so disgusting.
Yeah.
He
So
like,
he's disgusting and
but he bit
funny.
into a real fish, like, and
ugh,
it was so fucking
better than
gross.
foreskin.
But that's the thing that I imagine, like, somehow somebody unearthing a documentary about Danny DeVito living with penguins for 6 months, just so that he could do that. Because he was already, a dirty East Coast guy,
Mm-hmm.
which is part penguin, and then he just needed the other part of the penguin, and then molded them together.
So
So
good.
Created by Morgan Freeman.
Oh my
Oh.
God! You said you've seen Mandalorian.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we do need to geek out about Mandalorian for a second because I fucking love it so
Amazing.
much.
Eat something.
Yes, we're going to. I'm sorry. I have to talk about the Mandalorian. You two are too poor to have Disney Plus? Is that what it was?
Do you have Verizon Unlimited?
I'm too old.
I have Disney Plus actually, but I just
Mm-mm.
I haven't watched it at all.
What are you watching on Disney Plus?
Lizzie McGuire.
I watched
Represent.
Brink last
Yeah,
weekend.
I love
the
Brink.
greatest Disney Channel original movie.
Brink?
Are
Brink.
you?
Chris
Yeah.
hates Brink.
No, no, no.
What's
Don't
Brink?
like Brink?
That is
It's
my
aggressive
Bible,
inline
dude.
skating, yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
I come from aggressive
Why haven't
inline
you watched
skating
Brink yet?
because I've seen it so many times.
That's still brinking.
Yeah.
Air. Did you ever see Air back in the day?
Which one is Air?
Seth Green plays. This
We're
kid
talking Disney
goes.
Plus.
Okay, hold on. This kid moves from California to Alaska, and they find out. They find out that there's like an underground rollerblading scene in Alaska.
I didn't see
It's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
so back to Disney Plus movies.
Brink.
Brink. Yeah.
That whole like it's basically what was it? Rocket League.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
Ro-
That was
Rocket-
a Nickelodeon show.
Team Rocket. That's what it was. Team Rocket was Nickelodeon show.
No, you're Rocket League. Team Rocket.
Was it Rocket
Team
League?
Rocket were the bad guys in Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Where-
what's fucking me up
are
is
all over
Rocket
the
League
place.
is that race
game.
car.
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
Yeah.
That game is so good.
So what was the Nickelodeon show then?
I think it's Team Rocket.
Is it
It
Team
is.
Rocket?
I think it is.
Wrong.
I think it's Team Rocket. But anyways,
Okay. it's-
so it was Team
it up,
Rocket
Dean.
like brought to life.
Oh.
Everyone here has Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
What other services does everyone have?
I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon.
You guys
all
don't
of the
need
streams.
one.
No.
You have gone through all the content on one.
Oh no! See, you can't. That's the thing is all these streaming services
You
don't
can't
have
Everything.
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 So
that you want.
Netflix has great stand-up specials, which you're not gonna get on Disney Plus. Hulu's got like nowadays, like what's going on TV right now.
Yeah, those most of the live.
Amazon,
options.
we just have Amazon Prime for
Yeah.
shipping, so we honestly
you
just
already have it.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, we don't watch a lot on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although
But we-
his
yeah.
Dark Materials, I'm gonna have to watch very soon.
What is that?
Okay, Kim, we have a segment on this show. It's called "When Dean Kisses Dawson on the Mouth."
Yuck.
Yeah, okay.
I thought you guys want more viewers.
Yeah, and this is our last episode ever.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
What are we eating in that?
Kim Duke, there is a bag of cellophane which is usually filled with weed, but today it is full of Japanese
Are we all
candies.
gonna eat something different? Because
Yeah.
there's not. Okay.
So I'm actually going to let you guys go around and
You guys
pick whatever you want.
one you want.
This is the Halloween version. We have to make up for our Halloween episode where Kim accidentally turned her mic off.
Dude, there's like, I thought it was like 5 of the same thing in here.
That's okay. You grab whatever.
I'm gonna have this one because it's easy. Oh, it's squishy.
Oh, I think that's a marshmallow.
Oh well, I'll be disappointed later then.
That's okay.
That's like marriage.
Yeah, what is that?
It's in the shape of a baseball.
I think
It's
that's
even
an
got
alien
seams
nipple.
on it, Yeah.
Shape of a baseball. Must be a boring candy. What are you guys eating something too, or just
Yeah.
us? Okay.
We just
I feel like is this taste real gross?
What'd you
You
get,
had this
Dawson?
before?
Here's
Who
these.
has
It's
it?
two.
in a red wrapper.
You?
It looks like maybe a
Ooh, I'm gonna get
strawberry
the
or some
soda
type of
thing.
berry.
No. I think it was Ollie.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Ollie
Maybe
ate one of
cherry.
those.
I don't know.
Before he's had one.
Yeah.
Oof, I can't do that.
I don't care. Pick one.
With the really
Hey.
tiny
There's
mouth.
still a bunch of crystal meth left in there.
I'm gonna do this.
Nice.
You doing that one? All right. I'm gonna do the
Yellow thing.
yellow thing.
I smelt it and you should.
We all eat at the same time.
Yeah, I can smell it.
Oh yeah. So,
Oof.
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen,
Smell it
this is the first
It
ever.
smells like urine.
Nobody is trying the
Smell
same thing.
this.
Schnack.
Does it smell like pee?
Ooh, it does. It's got a little pee-pee smell.
Real?
So, Min, I'm gonna let you go first.
Smell it or eat it.
Smell it, give a
and then tell
sniff,
us what it
describe
smells
to
like.
the audience
So
what
if
you're.
I was in the dark and someone was like, sniff this real quick, I'd be like, is that a fucking marshmallow? Oh, and now eat it?
Go for it. Get some.
Oh, it tastes like a strawberry shake.
Ooh.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Whoa.
Is it? It's good then.
It is good because I thought it was so much like a marshmallow.
Why does it smell like pee?
Can you make out?
Your
Because it's
lip.
urinal
Can you
cake.
make out like?
Legit.
Are there any
That's what
English words on the wrapper that you had?
I mean, if there were English words on here, you could make it out, asshole.
Well, I don't have it in my hand though. That's what I meant.
Oh, it says Disney.
It do-
Ooh.
Disney Plus.
Disney
Disney Plus.
marshmallows.
Yeah, man, it's actually really good. I
Oh,
was
that's
just
awesome.
expecting like a plain old marshmallow. Like
Can't wait for your Jello
All right.
shot.
Hold on, Dean. Have you gotten to give it a sniffers?
Yeah, it kind of smells like medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to
Yeah.
this at all. Here goes.
How is it?
Kind of tastes like cotton candy.
Oh, okay.
There's no hint of medicine in the flavor. Whoa.
Interesting.
You'll be roofied later.
Lucky.
Yeah, when you wake up in Dawson's tool shed. You're like,
Yikes. It becomes
All right.
room. This one is
Is that like a haichu?
I don't know. It looks like a top of like a
Ooh, that
dum
look-
dum.
it does. I can see that.
So it's like looking in the mirror.
By the way, if you guys aren't watching our fucking episodes on YouTube, we film every goddamn episode now.
That's
so
so
get
much
on
work.
YouTube.
Good on
And,
you, dude.
I know.
Get on
there is
YouTube and
there is some
watch.
English on the back here. It says www.pine.co.jp.
Huh.
And then there's also it says PP. It's
Well,
just
Like
PP.
like two
Ooh,
peas.
maybe
PP,
it's
yeah.
there's some
Okay.
foreskin in it.
It doesn't smell like anything.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
It's hard, so it's not.
Oh,
gonna-
so it is like
I'm gonna have to suck on
like
it.
lemon head or whatever. Good, get in there.
Maybe.
yeah, it's like a fruit. And there's kind of like a picture of it looks like a berry on here. Yeah, I mean it's fine. It's just like a hard candy. It tastes like a berry of some sort.
Okay.
Raspberry, strawberry.
Not bad then. Not bad.
Right on, right on.
It's not as hard as I thought.
Is it chewy? Is that like
Are
a
you able to
haichu?
get through it?
Yeah.
Anything in the middle?
Gooey.
No, nothing.
Oh. I thought maybe it was like a zap.
Yeah, I thought
Great.
there was gonna be goo there too.
Mine has 0 English on it.
Okay.
It smells like urine. Literally.
does.
It smells like pee.
I think those are urinal cakes is
That's
what.
what, that's what
The
Dawson
Asian
said.
urinal cakes, they're so small.
Yeah.
So I'm not excited about
Get
this.
it? Come on, it was a joke.
I think those come from Vietnam.
Am I too close to
Ken
it?
Burns.
No, you're doing fine. I was just being racist. You keep going.
Does it taste like pee?
Mm-mm. Well, I don't know what pee tastes like.
You're messing
Yeah,
up.
you do.
You about to.
Yeah, you do. You're married to Chris
I know,
Duke.
he's a
Tell
piss.
me you don't
Okay.
know what urine tastes like.
grandfather always said I was a pisser. That's just did I?
It's just a mint.
Like a
sour.
spearmint.
It's like sour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not bad.
Moving
The
on
smell
to
is terrible.
You got like a biscuit there.
it's like a
Oh, that's the smell that I
yeah,
can't even
it's a
do.
it's a strange smell, but it does have like a vanilla wafer feel to it.
Let me smell it.
That's see, this is also has a bit of a pee
A
smell. to it.
urine smell.
Ugh.
But the kind of urine that pools up at
It's
like
like
a
when you
club,
don't-
like First Avenue urine.
Oh
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? When you go in the stall and you're like, that's First Avenue.
So
pee.
the
That's what
urinal,
that is.
you know those urinals that where the pee goes all the way to the floor, where it's like
Yeah.
not attached to the wall, it's just all the way down to the. It's one of those goddamn urinals.
Yep, it is. That is what this is.
I can't wait
Yuck.
for you to eat that.
Mm.
It's gross, isn't it? Tell me about it.
Does it taste like bananas?
Could you stop chewing in the mic? It's driving me crazy.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to say something.
My headphones are just burning right now.
It tastes like bananas, huh?
So not only does it smell like urine, but it tastes like urine smells, and it's stale on top of it.
There's no way
This
it's
is a
that
very
bad. Give me the other half.
Unpleasurable experience. You didn't smell it at all.
Oh, this thing sucks.
Yeah, you share the other one. Come on, guys.
There is one more if you guys want
Where's
to
the
split
crickets? Do we still have the crickets?
What is this supposed to be?
it. No, Maddie took the crickets. I have no idea.
I think it's supposed to taste like corn.
I'm glad you guys are eating it.
This thing sucks.
This isn't bad at all.
What? This
Yeah.
is just way more Asian than I am. My mom likes crackers
Yeah,
like this.
I've had shit like this before. It
man.
tastes good. It tastes
It
good.
smells like a cereal, honey
Mhm,
cereal.
yeah.
Honey-
No,
honey-
man.
Honeycomb
that shit
cereal.
pisses me off when my mom's like, "Here, like, try this
Honey?
Korean cracker."
You like it, Dawson?
It tastes like a honeycomb.
There's
Really?
no way
No.
Dawson likes this.
I'm not saying I like it,
I
but
was gonna
it,
say I think yours was a little like not closed all the way, so yours might have been stale, and they got the fresher
no,
one.
This one was for surely stale. It tastes
Yeah,
stale.
no,
but
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the middle of it's like styrofoam, right? It has a styrofoam texture.
I like it.
That's interesting.
Damn, that
I
just
did-
proves how
I did
much
make
more.
these pumpkin. Mini
Yes!
pumpkin cheesecakes, homemade. Me and Layla made them. So
Oh
if you
my
guys want to
God.
eat one of those, they're really good.
Hell yeah!
So
We're gonna taste test these too.
yeah, go ahead.
Talk
These are brand new concoctions.
Talk shit about Layla's cupcakes.
Yeah, she'd cry. She's like, "Mom, these are so good. Do you want to share one?"
You're on a diet?
no. But I don't like pumpkin.
Oh,
But
Oh,
do you
you can't
like
really
you know
taste a
urinal
lot.
cakes and whatever
yeah,
the
yeah.
other shit that you
For
tried?
sure. Yeah.
oh my god. There's like cheesecake in the middle.
Yeah, that's the name pumpkin cheesecake.
Oh, I thought it was just pumpkin like cake.
So it's
This is
cheesecake.
really good.
There's a cheesecake layer and then pumpkin mixed with cheesecake in another layer.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Dawson, it tastes more like a coffee cake, like pumpkin.
Yeah,
I'm not a big pumpkin
It's a
guy
tiny
either.
little.
You know, I
Chris
do like-
hates pumpkin too.
I do like pumpkin bars,
Oh,
but I don't like pumpkin pie.
It's way more like a
Bars.
pumpkin bar than it is.
it tastes more cheesecakey.
Let me take a little bite.
Dude, this is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Was it
Yeah.
easy to make?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It's a lot of like layering, and
Sure.
you have to mix this and then layer. Because I had to make the strudel part. I had to make the cheesecake stuff, and then I had to put extra cheesecake stuff aside to mix with a little pumpkin puree.
Yeah, I'm out. I was out about 3 sentences ago.
But
Yeah, I was gonna say it took her like 2 hours to
Yeah,
make this.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not about that.
I woke up early, hungover, and made them.
Like that's where I'm like, how do you guys have all of those streaming services? I have Netflix, and like once I get to like tier 3 of the shit on Netflix that I want to watch, maybe I can get a different platform.
Well-
like I haven't even dug into Netflix yet.
I was
How do
gonna
you guys
say,
have like 6 different.
You have
platforms?
that mentality of like waste not, like
Yes.
you know, there's so much that Netflix has to offer, and you like there's websites dedicated to finding episodes that aren't advertised on Netflix. Like, there's
And I think kids too. Like,
thousands of
there's only
hours.
so much on Netflix our kids can watch.
yeah.
So
So,
it's like
for
having
That's
them,
extra-
reasonable. That's reasonable.
And like I watch a lot of Hulu because I watch a lot of current what's on TV now. Obviously, I don't have like direct TV or I don't have cable, so I like watching a lot of shows that are right now.
comedy was bouncing around for a little while. Amazon Prime specials, Netflix specials,
Netflix
Bob's
is-
Burgers.
Yeah, we watch Bob's Burgers. We watch it on Hulu.
Well, because it was on Netflix,
And
but
New
then we were like,
Rick and Morty.
"Yep, Rick and Morty is on Hulu." We
Yeah.
gotta.
Hell yeah.
So there's some things that. So I am.
I would love if I could put it all together in one, though. I know,
Yes.
and
I
I'm always
think
you
thinking
could. It's
about.
called cable, but
I know.
but
no,
also,
but no, you can't.
yeah, there's some stuff that's exclusive to
Yep.
Netflix or to
Like
whatever.
we went to a comedy show and he was filming his Netflix special. We were
Chris
there.
D'Elia.
My brother-in-law was there in the front row.
Really?
Was he the one that got up and left?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think he enjoyed it.
That was weird.
Yeah,
They
two
said
guys-
nobody's allowed to get up and
allowed
pee.
to get up and go to the bathroom. You need to stay sitting because they're filming a Netflix special. And then, like in the middle of it, these two guys
No,
just
it was at the end. There was like 10 minutes left,
and this guy, two guys in the front, just got up and left. Like walked in front of the cameras and just left. And it wasn't like he was saying something super like, "Oh no!"
you could tell they had to pee. They had to pee, and they just said, we're going to
But they
waive
wouldn't
our
let
right
people
to see
back
the rest
in.
of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't drink so much beer at a show, then you won't
It's
have to.
so
pee.
funny.
Definitely can't bring men to a Netflix.
Yeah, my
show.
prostate
he
is
would not.
huge. I wouldn't make it, dude.
Prostate's like Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to wreck it. That's what your prostate says.
I don't remember
Let's
that
sit down and watch Game of Thrones.
I feel so bad
Who's
that
got
I don't
the remote?
know.
I'm going to wreck it.
I hate going to movies too because I always have to pee and like trying to determine when is a good time during a movie to go pee. And of course, I went to the bathroom during Frozen. I left missed a pretty important part.
Massively pivotal point in the movie. I couldn't
That's okay.
believe
Me
it.
and Layla are gonna go back on Tuesday when she doesn't have school.
Okay, well,
Go fuck yourself.
okay.
Landon said he doesn't want to go again. I asked him.
I think it was a goddamn hoot. I
okay,
loved
well,
everything
why
about
don't we
it.
go?
So I'd love to go again.
Okay.
Now,
right now.
let's run the gambit. Okay, Min Lee social medias.
Oh, at Minlee2, I think on everything. So you can find me at MINLEE2. Facebook, Twitter, Insta. What else is there? LinkedIn,
Grinder.
Grindr, all of that. YouPorn.
I was gonna
Christian,
say
Christian Mingle.
Savage.
jdate.com.
Farmers
Jade-
only. Farmersmeat.com.
FarmersOnly.com.
FarmersMeat.com. What is J? What J Day?
That's for Jewish
Jdate.
people.
Yeah, Jdate's for
Chris-
Kpopdate.com.
Oh,
Oh.
is that? I kind of wish that was a thing. I wouldn't mind
I know
meeting
you-
a nice little Korean shahadi on that.
Oh.
Well, develop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if only you knew a web developer.
Yeah. Ideas.
C date. Change it into C date.
Okay, Dean, social meds.
Do
you even have Twitter?
I don't have Twitter.
I don't
I have
either.
Facebook and Instagram. I don't really use either, but I think on both it's just Dean.Kong.
Kong.
Kong. Yeah.
It's not spelled Quong.
Yeah. No. Kong.
Are you related to Genghis?
That's your actual last
I mean,
name?
Yeah, Kong, K-O-N-G, yeah.
That's fucking rad.
Yeah, it's
Wait, what's your dad's name again?
Ling Bu. Put it together.
Best name,
Yeah,
Ling Bu Kong?
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel
racist.
like
That was
everyone in Asia is almost
Makes him sound like the
related to
king of
Genghis Khan.
Bukkake. Ling Bu Kong.
Hey,
racist. Double
might be.
racist.
Okay, well, if you're not on there, I don't know why you said anything. So, really glad that we ate up that airtime. Dawson, what do you got going on?
Yeah, I mean, Facebook is what it is, right? It's my name. Twitter, I'm just Andy_Dawson.
Okay.
And Instagram, I just follow Instagram models, so I don't really put anything on there.
Sure. What's your alt-right handle?
I forgot. You're not supposed to say that out loud.
Oh,
It's like I'm not bald on accident. .com.
And what about your guys' podcast?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, it is QUP podcast. You want to do it?
Dude, this is my fucking part.
Yeah.
I get to talk twice in an episode, and it's always plugging.
Oh, you do the plugs? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So we're Quality Under Pressure podcast. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Wooshka, anywhere. Oh, iHeartMedia. Are we still on there?
iHeartRadio,
Yeah.
Stitcher.
Stitcher. Basically anywhere you get
Damn.
podcasts. Yeah, we're there. Twitter is at just QUP podcast. Facebook and Instagram is Quality Under Pressure. So you can
It's
send us
lit.
an email at qualityunderpressure@gmail.com.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Don't send us emails.
What kind of stuff would you guys do? Have you gotten any emails yet?
Like one.
What do you see?
We've got one for.
Do you want people to ask you questions? What do you want?
That would be awesome, or like just any like input on stuff that we've talked about. So if somebody was like, "Stop bugging Dawson about doing comedy," I would like take that in. I would read it, take it into consideration.
Yeah. I just opened it up for whatever. Like, hey, I want to get your guys' opinions on this.
We've gotten more emails. I made like a call for like, can you connect us to any interesting guests? So I've gotten emails about that most recently.
Okay.
If you need tech support for anything, shoot us an email
At quality.
at qualityunderpressure@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to help.
Is that the type of
If your
type of
computer-
tech support you do? Is whether you only have a half an hour left?
yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
so awesome if you did that at the end of the show. Tack that on. It's like we're just reading email about tech support. Like, my computer won't turn on. Well, have you tried the on
Plugging
button?
it in.
Quality Under Pressure. We fix your problem in 30 minutes or less, or else Dean will die of a heart attack.
Yeah.
There we go.
He will show you his foreskin.
It's powerful foreskin, though. Speaking of powerful foreskin, Kim Duke, what do you got going on?
Nothing.
Nothing. By the time this episode has come out,
Oh, by the time this comes out, I will have done nothing.
Seen Frozen twice.
she will have had her second hysterectomy. I will have had our Thanksgiving show, and we'll have quick comedy.
Oh, you're so pessimistic. Stop being a fucking baby.
You don't know how the industry works, so suck it, Deborah. Anyways, you can find us at DuckDuckGrayDuke.
I'm not a
we
rabbi.
do have Twitter now. We have like 10 followers, but
We have Twitter?
yeah, I made a Twitter.
Oh.
We can do the tweets now if we want to.
We'll follow you guys.
It's good. Not that.
I can't believe people still use Twitter, huh?
I know.
Yeah,
is
Dawson.
it
People
about-
still use Twitter.
Yeah,
What is
I
it
mean-
about Twitter that people like?
I don't know.
I mean, you guys could make your way into my top 10 on MySpace if you play your cards right.
It's top 8.
Legit, when Twitter came out, I was like, this-
Whatever, bro.
And
I
then
thought
you
you
could-
were-
and
you're
then you
out
could
now.
and then you could cut it and just have top 4 if
Oh,
you want to be a
man.
real ass.
Yeah.
You could add like
Done that
add-ons and
before.
add in.
And then when you're really mad, have we talked about this?
Yeah, I think we talked about it on your guys.
This is my
oh, yeah.
top tweet right now, which has 24 retweets and 644
That's
likes.
pretty nice.
Is Chris D'Elia is a combination between Mr. Bean and Wolverine.
Nice.
Nice.
That's funny. Well,
He liked it, and people were like, "Oh, it's exactly what he looks like." I was like, "Oh no, that's why I posted it."
Chris Stefano. Stefano?
Stefano.
Stefano, they spelled his name wrong and he was pissed.
Was he actually pissed? you
I
think?
don't know. But then I responded and he's like, yeah, they should listen to
Did
the
you see him?
episode." No, I didn't see
Okay.
him.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to you about that after this episode.
Okay.
But the last thing that we do on the show, Kim Duke, what are our listeners called?
Poor unfortunate souls.
Ooh, they're part of the Disney franchise too.
Yeah, Disney Plus. Everything's
Holy
Disney Plus.
shit!
No, ducklings.
Yeah, and at the end of the episode, we like to say to our ducklings, "Au revoir, little ducklings, quack quack."
Over our little ducklings, quack quack.
Au revoir, little ducklings. Quack, quack.
Au revoir, little ducklings. Quack, quack.
Au revoir, little duckling. Quack, quack.
Good job.